Simon Whitlock and Roby John Rodriguez. It's Australia versus Austria for a place in the last 16 of the European Darts Trophy. Whitlock. Well, what can you say about this man? He's got talent to burn, but he's found it tough over the last year, 18 months at times, particularly when you put a TV camera on him. He's still seeded 11th here for this tournament, and he's in a venue where he should get good support. The German crowd do tend to get behind their man Whitlock. He has saved his best for the European Tour on many occasions, and of course Germany is the site of his one major title win, the European Championships. It was in this very stadium, the RWE Sporthalle, that he won in 2012. Beat Wes Newton in the final, and the very next year he came back to defend his title and was only beaten in the final by jackpot Adrian Lewis, who we've seen win already tonight. And it is Whitlock who has the advantage of throwing first. Dan Dawson to call this one for you alongside me, Rob Malarkey.
Yeah, final match of the night. 7 seeded players winning in this evening's session so far.
60.
Will Roby John Rodriguez buck the trend by dumping out the number 11 seed? I, for one, think he is more than capable of doing so. Biggest problem he had yesterday in beating James Hubbard was dealing with the lighting failure that forced both players off stage when Rodriguez led 4-1. But he wasn't affected by all that, as he ran out a very impressive winner, landing
43.
7 perfect darts in the 5th leg as well. We dared to dream about the 9-darter briefly as well in that one. Wasn't to be, but Rodriguez coming through in style,
99.
winning 6 legs to 1. Has been one of the more consistent qualifiers in Europe this year. Failed to qualify for Hildesheim, but since then he's been an ever-presence in Europe.
Yeah, and it's not easy coming through those European qualifiers.
140.
Particularly with so many events in Germany, you've got all the Dutch lads in there, and players like Jelle Klaassen and Raymond van Barneveld, and it ain't easy.
77.
Little John, Roby John Rodriguez, 21-year-old. Certainly very, very
65.
capable, and he is a feisty competitor as well.
Yeah, and he really proved that in Riesa as well, where he beat Van der Voort en route to the last 16. Came up against a very good performance from Terry Jenkins in round 3. So he's looking to make the 3rd round for only the 2nd time this year.
Oh, he's missed the big number there.
84.
Should have given himself a chance to break the throw of Simon Whitlock, but Whitlock may only get a dart at the bullseye, if that. Oh, he's not going to get that. Can't finish that one from there. Hitting the big 2. He set it up quite nicely, but Roby John Rodriguez looking at double 16 with 3 darts in his hand for 1-0.
And that is perfect. Roby John Rodriguez. Second leg round, we need to throw first. Game on.
Good start for Rodriguez and his backers and his followers, and there are plenty of them as well. Sulovic
60.
beaten today, fellow Austrian World Cup player. Rodriguez looking to keep the red and white flag flying here against the Australian.
99.
I said he was a feisty competitor. We have seen that on the European Tour, notably in his home country of Austria. Salzburg, the Austrian Darts Open, as he looks to fill it up and does so. There's a 180.
180.
Yeah, nicely done.
And how about one back at you?
Why not?
Well, the 177 is just as good.
As good as, yeah. Talked about Rodriguez's consistency. Whitlock's been fairly consistent as well this year in Europe. Last 16 in Hildesheim, Gibraltar, Munich, Venray and Dusseldorf. Only made the last 32 in Riesa. So he's a last 16 specialist.
55.
I think he also reached the last 16 of the World Match Play in July as well. So he would like to go into uncharted territory this year in Europe by going into the business end of things tomorrow.
170.
But he's got his work cut out here tonight.
Well, yeah, last 16 places are all very well and good, but when you rank number 10 in the world, and a former world finalist and major title winner, you would be expecting to make the quarterfinals on a regular basis. At least.
And people will ask questions, why isn't it?
Game on.
And I'm not quite sure I have the answers right now.
Well, the very simple answer to that is that he's not playing well enough.
140.
We've seen glimpses of it, we've seen flashes of it, but it's the consistency that's been lacking. And as I said, he has saved his best for the European Tour at times. Certainly, you know, in Dusseldorf, where he has his lookalikes turning up as Roby John Rodriguez has to settle for a time
140.
You know, Dusseldorf's been a real happy hunting ground for him in the past.
121.
And he usually does enjoy really good support from the German crowd. A little bit subdued at the moment. That's partially down to him being 2-0 down, I think. It's young Roby John, who in the early stages of this hasn't missed a dart at Dublin, is averaging more than 100.
Yeah, Rodriguez will be on home turf next week for the European match play in Innsbruck.
He'll have to come through the host nation qualifiers, which will be held the night before the tournament gets going, as will Mensur Suljovic.
100.
Already held the European qualifiers for that, so a couple of Germans make it through. Max Hoffmanger. Oh, wow.
40.
Is he going to be made to pay for that? It's unlucky to have that one clatter into the flight and fail to make it to the board. He is on a 2-darter, Whitlock. It's not an easy one. Roby John wants to stay on that treble 20. Oh, is he staying there? No, he's moved over to the 18s. I think it was the wise decision.
So
He couldn't find the treble, so Whitlock's still favourite for this one. Treble 20 for tops is what he wants. Yeah, well, the lie was good to find the treble 20 for the double 10. Some people would have gone tops there, but the lie looked really good. In the end, he's deflected into the 1. It's not helped him.
Nice first start.
Roby.
Roby, 18-foot tops. Brilliant.
Charge in the third leg. Roby John Rodriguez.
That's the way to do it.
To throw first. Game on.
Well, I'm not going to say, I don't want to say I told you so just yet. But I really fancied Rodriguez
60.
this evening.
Oh,
only halfway there, yeah.
3 out of 3 in his doubles, averaging 100.
Winner to face Ian White in the last 16 tomorrow. Yeah, Ian White coming through against Bunting in the first match of the night.
Yeah, real good game of darts, that. Ian White, just so solid. 4th consecutive win against Stephen Bunting. And that is a second maximum for Roby John Rodriguez, who has got the world number 10 on the ropes here.
Look at the first 9 average from Rodriguez as well.
100.
The overall average is very healthy too at this stage. Checkout stats are exemplary.
$140.
But Whitlock is going toe-to-toe with him at the moment.
57.
Or at least he was.
121.
Wow, 6 darts from here for Roby John Rodriguez for a 4-0 lead against the world number 10. Just needs a fat 20.
Doesn't want to hit another one of the red ones.
And that will do very, very nicely. Simon Whitlock, all he can do is hit something big and hope.
100.
Keep your fingers crossed, Simon. But you may be staring down the barrel.
Team Shaw's in a full flag.
Roby John Rodriguez is not less than 4-0. So the 21-year-old, a 13-dart leg, and this is very, very impressive. Here comes Whitlock with 139 to start things off. He has to stop the rot now. If he loses this leg with a third break of throw, I'm not sure there's a way back.
82. $100.
Remember seeing Roby John Rodriguez at the World Cup of Darts with Mensur Suljovic. They were knocked out by Germany in the second round. Roby John's match was phenomenally entertaining. Took on the German captain Jihan Artus. He lost it 4-3 in the end, but he was goading the crowd.
134.
Sticking his tongue out, pulling faces, ridiculous celebrations. It was brilliant.
Enough about you, though, Dan.
Loved every second of it.
46.
Got a chance here for Whitlock to get a leg on the board.
88.
And he should do. But Rodriguez may as well pepper another 180 in the meantime.
180.
Might be, as Rod Harrington would call it, a wasted ton. Or a wasted maximum, I should say.
Well, it certainly created a bit of noise in the hall that might have made it a little bit more difficult for Simon Whitlock, but he manages to find the dart. And he turns to the crowd and offers up his hands as if to say, well, I've given you something.
Give me something back. Give me something to cling to here. Needs all the help he can get, Simon Whitlock, at the moment.
60.
Wins so far tonight for Peter Wright, Ian White, James Wade, Michael Van Gerwen, Michael Smith, the defending champion, Adrian Lewis, Dave Chisnell. 7 seeded players all booking their place in the last 16 tomorrow. Simon Whitlock looking to make it a clean sweep for these seeded players tonight. But he's 4-1 down here against Robbie John Rodriguez.
Yeah, the final day of the tournament tomorrow will see 2 sessions of darts. The afternoon is the last 16, the 3rd round. And then we've got the quarterfinals, the semi-finals and the final, all to be played in the evening session. It's going to go via the draw bracket.
58.
Michael Van Gerwen, the world #1 and top seed. He will be the first game on in the afternoon session, taking on Jason Lovett. Look at this, Robbie John!
145.
Well, that would have been a great way to round things off here on what has been a terrific, well, not just a terrific evening session, but a terrific day of darts.
44.
9 hours of play. Well, 9¼ hours of play. And that would have been a lovely way to end things. As it is, Rodriguez on the verge of a 5-1 lead. It's on hold at the moment.
Whitlock a long way back. Needs 2 trebles, really. He's got them. He's got them, so he's not completely out of this.
16.
Could be in 1 dart's time.
Oh,
no score.
Don't think that found the target.
Simon, you require 108.
So 108. That's the 19. He needed to find a treble for a dart at the double.
76. Robbie, you require 16.
Interesting use of the double 19, leaves him double 16. Robbie John finds double 8 though, and it's 5-1. Simon Whitlock has no margin for error. He needs to win all 5 remaining legs. He's got the throw in 3 of them, but this is a tall order, especially for a man who is averaging just below 90.
And he started things off very nicely here as well. Against the Whitlock throw, a 180.
93.
Rod Harrington would have loved that. Talking up the virtues of 180s against the throw yesterday during Painter's match, his first round match, in which he did it 4 times.
100.
7 perfect darts for Rodriguez yesterday, just 3 there.
Oh, lovely stuff from Simon Whitlock. Oh, wonderful.
168.
Yeah, very nice indeed. Sets it up very nicely, doesn't it? Rodriguez looking to keep the pressure on. Could do with a treble here.
60.
Fails to land one. He's on the finish. He's on the hop.
The hop.
Whitlock, though, with ton 40 here. Well, that's that for now.
A level ton will do for him.
60.
Just the 60.
161.
Yeah, the hop, as we've termed it, because Max hit it twice in 1 game against Raymond van Barneveld in his opening round win.
105.
Didn't hit anything at all, was he?
Simon, you require 80.
Today went out 6-0. Simon Whitlock looking at 80, 20 for double top now. Now just trying to find his way through a forest of tungsten to pick his way through,
60.
and he's unable to do so. And Robbie John Rodriguez should get 2 match darts.
Indeed, he should. There's double top for a 6-1 victory.
And the match,
and the youngster has bucked the trend this evening. 7 seeded players securing their place in the last 16 tomorrow, but it's not to be for Simon Whitlock. The number 11 seed is on his way out, and pointing the way, Robbie John Rodriguez with a terrific performance. Stylish, 6-1 winner yesterday in his first round match against James Hubbard. A 6-1 winner there against Simon Whitlock. Ian White had better watch out tomorrow. He means business, and for the second time this year on the European circuit, the young Austrian is through to the third round. Achieved that in Riesa, that was the end of the road there. On that evidence, he could well go a lot further this time around. Watch out for him tomorrow. We do it all again tomorrow, as Dan said. It's the business end of the competition, starting at 1 o'clock local time, with the last 16 matches, 8 of them in the